and hope you're enjoying this. So we are right now we have some amazing talks and excellent speakers. So next we will have a recorded talk. We have Aline Ferreira. She's computer engineer at IFCE. She works as a back-end using Flask, co-organizer of PyLadies Fortaleza, Book CE, Python Nordeste, and Python Brazil. She also do as a tutor of Bash and Shell kittens. So she will talk about Kiwi and how to stop being ghosted in dating chats. So let's join her and she will teach us how to create a platform and reverse the situation with Python and Kiwi. So we can start it right now.
If you want to speak as a Brazilian. And hello, I'm Aline, I'm from Brazil, and this is Pyfinger or Pytinder if you want to speak as a Brazilian. And I don't like too much this age, but because of copyrights, I prefer to put it. But in Portuguese, the pronunciation is Pytinder. And it's a way to use keep to not be ghosted. So let's go. But first, this is my team. Aline is the front end, Ferreira is the back end, and Souza is the QA. So if there any problem or any bug if with the application, it's not my fault. It's fault of one of them. Okay. Certainly, I'm a computer engineer. I'm a Flask developer, and I'm organizer of PyLadies Fortaleza. It's a local chapter. PUGCE, it's Python Users Group of Ceará, and Python Nordeste, like Northeast, and Python Brazil. I'm Shell and Bash owner. They are these two little cats, and I'm a dancer. I think you know it because of my last slide. And the motivation. My motivation is because I wanted to see more talks about Python for mobile devices. And I reviewed a lot of talks in Python Brazil 2020, 21, and 22. And I think there was just maybe four talks about mobile devices, and all of them using JavaScript, and none of them using Python. And it's a Python event, so I think it's nice to have talk using Python for mobile. I think JS is cool too, but it's Python, but it's better. And I wanted to have a pet project. I work with Flask. I know Django. So sometimes it's boring to study what I'm using all day. So I started to study Kiwi and KiwiMD just to have a pet project. And it's a joke in Brazilian community. Every year in Python Nordeste, Python Brazil, and I think in other regional events too, people ask about Pythinder, and yeah, no one did, but every year people say that they will do, but they never do. And it's the next point. Nobody did, so I tried to. And I really want to find collaborators because if it depends just on me, it will not be finished because I don't have many time. And yeah, if anyone want to help me, I will be really glad. And the libraries. The main libraries are Kiwi and KiwiMG to draw the screen. Python and Bulldozer, Python to compile Python to C, not to C, but to C. And Bulldozer, it's easy to build the application and put on the smartphone. But there's a problem. Pillow is not added by default. So the application works on the computer, but doesn't load correctly on the phone. It's used by KiVMD and I think by Kiwi too. And it's not added by default. So when we use the application on the phone, they appears, load, and then disappears. So the solution was add pillow to the poetry and bulldozer files. And that's all. In theory, if anyone use my repository with the specifications, it will work in theory. So in the main libraries, I added pillow, and that's it. The files. The files used to build Zap were poetry.log, its package and their dependencies. PyProject.toml, there are the libraries in use. PyTinder.qv, that's where the widgets are. It's the project definition. So the blocks of code, the components are defined in this file. PyTinder.py, it's the Python file where the basic settings are. So you see that. The main py is the Python file where PyTinder is called because it's needed because the bulldozer need main.py. I can use the code of PyTinder in main.py, but I don't like it, so it's separate. And the bulldozer spec, it's the specifications that the bulldozer we use to build the application. Hot hello, what is that? It's a file. It's a way to change my files, change my code, change my application, and don't need to finish the file of Python and start again. So it refreshes magically, and it's really easier to programming using a hot hello. That's the class of hot hello. The debug is set to true, and the build app will return the builder.load file and the path to the file that is my widgets. I can define the widgets as a string, and the load file will change to load string. But I don't know, for me it's prettier to use the file. And we call the hot hello.run to run my application. And here we will talk about the files to really build the app because the hot hello is just to help us. The pytinder.py, that's the class, and it's quite similar to the hot hello, but it's not be called here because we will call the pytinder on main.py. So here we can set some attributes of my class. And the theme style here is light. It can be changed to dark. It can be changed, not just changing the file, but we can, I don't know, put an action to when I click a button, it changes to from light to dark, and that's. And we have the primary palette. In this case, it's blue, but we can change to a lot of colors. And it will return a builder load file and the path of the file with the widgets, like it was on the hot load. The widgets. There are many widgets, but we will use basically 6 of them. That's the MD screen. It's the main component. It's literally the screen. We have the MD sweeper. It's a block that groups the items to be swept. And the MD sweeper item. It's the item to be swept. So the MD sweeper is like a container, and inside of it we have one or n, a lot of super items, And we can set, in this case, images. So we need the fit image too. It's a component with image attributes. And we have MG box layout. It's a component used to group buttons. And MG icon button. It's a component used to define buttons and icons. So it's similar to the sweeper. We have the MG box layout. Inside of it, we have the MG icon buttons. So this is the app, not just this. But in pytinder.kv, if we put just the MD screen, the hot hello will load just a blank page. I can change the background color, but I just want to show the MD screen and just that. MD sweeper item, and fit image were used to do this, not this GIF, but the application. And in the MD sweeper, we can set the IG, we can set the size hint Y, we can set the height and the Y. And for each one of my MD sweeper items, we can use the fit image because in this case, we are just loading images. So we have size hint Y 100%. So we use all of the height of this sweeper. We have the size hint X 75%. So if the two numbers are equal, like 1 in 1, we will have a square. And in this case, it doesn't make sense because I want something similar a photo. And in general, it is in portrait mode. So it's a rectangle. And to load the image, it's just this line that will be different between the files because it has the name of the file. So the source is the path to the files. And we have the radius, in this case 20. We didn't see in this image because the background is white. But believe me, the corner of the image are rounded and the radius is used to round it. And we have MD box layout and MD icon button. In MD box layout, we have the adaptive height. So if I change the size of the button and it was higher than the box layout, it will be adaptive. The orientation is horizontal because I want the buttons to be one on side of other and not one above other. So we can put horizontal because of it. We have padding. Padding is where this will start. So we have the hood width. It's the size of my width, the window width. If I change the size, it will change too. It's divided by 2 because I want to start in the middle. Minus 130, it's the size of the buttons and the spacing. Basically, I tried to change some numbers, but in general is it. And the spacing is the space between the two buttons. And the MD icon button is similar to MD of JavaScript. So the icon is the name of the icon. I have the close, it's the X, and I have the heart, that is the heart. The theme text color is custom because I custom the color. And if I don't have this line, it will be ignored. So it's really important to have this line. I spend a lot of time trying to understand this. And the MDBG color is the background color. This color is the hexadecimal of the yellow from the Python logo. And the icon color is the hexadecimal of the blue of the Python logo. Yeah. So it's basically the application. We don't have action in the buttons for now. We just have the sweeper. but I really like to implement that. So it's the app time. We have to build this because for now it's just on my computer using the hot load, and I really want to test it on my cell phone. So my hint is never use the command bulldozer this clean or use it, but knowing that it will probably break your environment. I don't know if it's a real truth, but I broke my system, my environment twice using this command. It was the last command before I tried to use and my application doesn't work. So I think it's because of that. And this is the security commands. Uh, we have the bulldozer init. It is used to initialize the bulldozer spec. We can change the specification after, but we have to initialize using this command. We have the bulldozer -v for verbose. Android is the name of my operational system. It can be iOS too. And debug, that is what I'm doing, debugging. We have deploy, run log catch, and the clean. It's safer than the dist clean. But the command I really used was bulldozer android debug deploy run log catch because it does everything. I will compile my Android file, I will debug, I will deploy to my cell phone, I will run, and I will catch the logs. So it's time to change my screen. So just to show you, in the app we have putting the KV and pipe. We have bulldozer spec. In the bin we have the APK. I have the hot load, the image, the main, the poetry, the project, and the hidden readme. And we run the command and wait a lot of time, and I will change the speed of it. So the application is loading, and here's my app. I can sweep the image, and in theory, I can click on the buttons, but it doesn't have action yet. So I will change my screen again. It was the screen of the application. For the next steps, I want to put images in the cloud because for now it's on the folder, on the application folder. So it's loaded on my cell phone. It's not really nice because it will be inflating my app. And I want to use sweeper to change people. I tried to use a sweeper inside a sweeper, but when I slide, it's like the both of sweepers, so it doesn't work. But I don't really think it's needed because we can use the sweeper to sweep the emails and choose or not choose the person using the buttons. I really want to do the chat because for me it doesn't make sense connect people if people can't communicate. So at this point, we can talk about the synchronous communication too. So it's a really cool topic. And I want to publish on the app and Play Store because I want people to use it. I know it's a joke, but I really want people to use it because I really it's a nice project. And yeah, the references. The first one is the link to my repository on GitHub. The second is the read the docs of KMD, and it's not like just read the docs, but when I was searching things, it was like MD sweeper item KMD. and the Google returns me read the docs. So it's a really nice material. And the last one is for people who understand Portuguese because it's a video. And it's like Android application with QMG. It's from LabG Python. And please make a pull request. You can make suggestions, open issues, make pull requests. It can be in English or in Portuguese, or maybe in Spanish, or the language with Google Translator. I don't know. Just be happy and make a pull request. And thanks. If you have any question, this is my email and social media. It's Aline FS or underscore Aline FS in social media. And the email I will spell because my name is strange in Portuguese too. It's ALYNNEFERREIRAS@gmail.com. So that's all. Thank you for watching and make pull requests. Bye bye.